Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Thank you very much for joining me this episode, and today we are going to be, well, last time out we tried to do this and we failed. So test the RT-10 Hammer solid fuel. We didn't actually try that one in particular, but we did try this one and we failed with the decoupler. We actually missed it by less than 200 meters if I remember correctly. So the thing we're going to do today is we're going to try and actually get these contracts done, or I would say this evening in the Kerbal world. As you can see, it is evening in the Kerbal world, which is odd. But there we go. Let's go into the vehicle assembly building. I suppose it's not really that odd, but untitled spacecraft. Now we're going to open up the failure one, which we knew would fail, didn't we? We did say it was going to fail, and the reason this failed is because I made a mess up. I didn't put any aerodynamics on this, so I didn't have much in the way of control over the actual vessel. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Ooh, look at that micro landing strut. I'm just wondering if that could actually take a 10 meter per second impact, 50 Gs. I mean, that could help us out at some point. But anyway, ooh, I didn't know they had sizes of these things. Right, so we can actually measure. Yeah, measure. No, we can measure a Kerbal right here. If we do that, and we go, that's in the ground. Right, where are you? There we go. Nope, that's not in the ground yet. One Kerbal is... You stay right there if you will, please. There you go. One Kerbal is just under a meter, so I was right. I was right. One Kerbal is about 80 centimeters, because it just says here 1 meter. If I just right there. So pretty good. Anyway, crossfeed toggles in editor and flight requires fuel systems defaults off. Yeah, we're not going to be using crossfeed or anything here. What we need to do is we need to get a much better handle on this. Now, I kind of want this to... If I do this, I'd rather it... Yeah, that's kind of what I want it to do. I'm not sure whether that's going to be stable enough. But that brings the, if we bring the center of, center of mass and aerodynamics, you can see the center of mass has now come towards the bottom, or towards the back end. Now what this is going to mean is that the weight is going to be over here, but of course as these tanks run out, if we take this away, look where the center of mass goes. So, and that's going to only shift further and further upwards eventually. So we need to look at that. Also, I remember making a bit of a mess of this. We're going to put this here. We're actually going to readjust the FS1 completely. Put these on this side because I wasn't happy about... Oh, we really should switch this off. There we go. No, not that. No, not that. No, not that. Just you. Thank you. Alright, you can go a little bit higher up. Now we've just got to remember to do it this way. Oh, we can do the... Right, how does that look? I feel like that's a lot better than the original FS1. We can call this FS2. Let's call this FS2. And we'll save this. Only launch in the evening, so nobody sees a failure. FS2. We'll write something funny in a moment. No, you can. I don't want you to be. I just want a single one of this, please. There we go. Perfect. We can't do with 2 drogue chutes. That's going to be terrible. Perfect. Okay, so that's good. We realized also that we might need a second. To save these solid rocket boosters, we might need a second utility, second parachute. Or no, we won't use a second parachute. We'll use a... Oh no, there are drogue chutes on here. Oh, never mind then. Well, there's no drogue chute on that one anymore, is there? Where should I put the drogue chute? I feel like that, in a way, is a good place to put a drogue chute. I don't know why. I just don't know why. Something about that feels right. And similarly here, that feels more correct to put a parachute there, higher up. I just feel like that's going to be better. I'm not too sure. Alright, let's get rid of this for now. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. It looks a little bit different. We'll continue saving it constantly. Obviously, we're going to have to watch these. I don't know what this really means. So we need to think about that and what that means. What else do I need? I feel like we need wings, as I said, aerodynamic. So we've got winglets and we've got basic fins. So let's have a look. This thing weighs, each one of these weighs what? 0.037 tons. So that's what? 37 kilos. That weighs 37 kilos. That's ridiculously heavy. And that weighs 10 kilos. I mean, that is quite heavy, 37 kilos for a little winglet, but I suppose it makes sense, given the amount of thrust you have. The thing is that this one has a relative wing area of 0.12, so its lifting surface is 0.12, with a 4 meters per second impact, 50 Gs, or 4,000 kilopascals of pressure, and with a maximum temperature of 934 Kelvin, which in Celsius would be what, 550 something? 550 maybe? No, not 550, sorry, 650. I think we're about 650, 652 Kelvin. Somewhere around that number. I'm not entirely sure, I'm just doing that quickly off the top of my head. Whilst this one can, sorry, Celsius, whilst this one can take right the way up to about 2130 Celsius, which is that's a lot. That's a lot. If you want to convert that to Fahrenheit, you can attempt to convert that to Fahrenheit. That's something like 5,000 Fahrenheit. No, 4,500 Fahrenheit, somewhere around that number. That's quite. Yeah, I like that one better. I mean, it's a little bit heavier, but it's got a much better lifting surface. It can take a much harder impact. I think that's a much better one. My only issue is, where do I put it? Because I can't do that with it. I mean, although that would probably work. That will probably work. Let me shove these up. I feel like that would actually work. Amazingly, I have a feeling that would actually work. I don't know why I've got the feeling that that's going to work, but I think it is. And if we look at the aerodynamics of mass, the aerodynamics should now be a lot further down, closer to the center of mass. There's the aerodynamics, there's the mass. Look at that. Almost perfect. In fact, if we were to shove that down a little bit more, that would bring it right towards the center. But we can't actually do that. Now, the only other way I can do this is if I were to put a fin on that side. I feel like that's... I feel like I may be complicating matters a little. That's not what I wanted. I wanted 3. Did I not specify wanting 3? There we go. Now I feel like that's overcomplicating matters. I do feel like that's overcomplicating matters. I don't... My personal professional opinion, my in-game opinion is I don't know. Because I don't know exactly, I haven't worked out exactly what the physics are like in this game. My professional engineering opinion is that's overkill and that's not needed. That's my professional engineering opinion. I don't think we need those. A little... Let's see. No, I honestly don't think we need those in my professional opinion. But you know what? We're going to go for it anyway because it's Kerbal Space Program and it's going to be quite funny. FS2 fault start 2 is the natural successor to the failure. I need to move this keyboard. I keep mentioning this. That is FS1. New additions include winglets on SRBs. Overkill fins on main stage. And we figured out that it was oriented all wrong. So we rotated 90 degrees. There we go. That sounds Kerbal-like. That sounds very Kerbal-like. Okay, so let's have a nice look at this. Maybe we can use this as a... If I zoom out a little bit, I could possibly use that as a thumbnail. The only problem is maybe I can get rid of... Can I? Nope. Ooh. I didn't know we had that. Custom categories, sub-assembly. I remember sub-assemblies. Actions. Crew. Yeah, we're going to let Jeb fly this because obviously it's going to go wrong. Oh, I feel like... Is there a way to get rid of all of these? Oh, I wish there was a way to just get rid of all of that. What does this say? Show severity. Design checklist. We're using too many parts. That's a problem. That's a problem. Two more parts than needed, or than is currently allowed. Now what I could do is I could just... Oh no, not do that. I could just open this up and take something out of here. I mean, that would clear up the parts issue. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take out... should take out one thermometer and one barometer? Yeah, let's do that. One thermometer or one barometer. That's 30 out of 30. Alright, we'll save that. And should we see what happens? Should we see what happens? Let's leave there. So we're going to do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to save as I do. So this is what is this? Episode 6? I think this is episode 6. Now I'm going to quickly go check. Bear with me one moment, please. And it is, if YouTube will load, episode 6. Yes, it is episode 6. Return of the Kerbonaut or something. So we'll save that episode 6 mid so we know exactly what we're doing. Launch pad, we will go for the FS2. 30 parts in 7 stages. You know what we didn't check? We need to go back in here because we didn't check the staging. Right. That's going to fire first. Then those two. Upon... Right. Let me think. Yeah. When that happens, those two are going to open up. Then we've got our own drogue chute that's going to slow it down. Then that's going to slow that down as we decouple. Then that one, then that one. I think that's fine. I do think that's fine. We're about to find out. Space. The final frontier. Ooh, that's fancy. Why did I do that? I can just press not that. There we go. Look at that. That's fancy. We need lights on here. There's no lights on this thing. Yeah, I'm pressing L. Nothing's happening with the lights. That looks like a planet to me. Certainly moving like one. That's Mun. Oh, that could be what's the other one called? Minmus? That could be Minmus orbiting. Alright, well, let's bring this back up, and we are going to... So what's our task? We want to do this one first, and then we can go up and try the other one, which is probably going to be a much greater failure than this. Right. Test the radial decoupler in flight over Kerbin. 9,000 to 15,000 meters, 50 to 1,970 meters per second. That's when we have to decouple this. Fine. Let's get this done. Right. SAS on. Lift off of FS2 in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. And we will dip that way very slightly. Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful lift off. Look at that. That's gone exactly to plan. That has gone... That could not have gone much better than it actually has. We can now kick up the power, keeping ourselves very nicely just above the speed of sound as we climb. Look, that is fantastic. Now, at this point in time, I would rather we were already decoupled, but we now can, just to end this off, we're going to go up here, we're going to do what we need to do with our science, get ourselves a crew report from up here, which can't get us anything, unfortunately. Observe one mystery goo, which gives us a little bit. Observe another mystery goo, which gives us another little bit. Not much happening here, unfortunately. Toggle display, log that, brings us nothing. Okay, this is giving us nothing because... Oh, that one did. There we go. Fantastic. We will now close that bay, and we will begin the decoupling sequence. Oh, that... Look. That looks incredible. That looks... I can't tell you how good that is. Great feeling there. And we do have actual control over this. Not much. I mean, that's not really working out for us. So we'll start this drogue shoot up. Slow ourselves right the way down. Do that. Do that. It's big. It's been a rough one. But that has actually... That has worked for us. It wasn't perfect. It was not perfect. I'm not going to say it was perfect. It was far from it. How do I get rid of this? That. No, not that. That. There we go. And we'll open up the next one. Start ourselves right the way down. 30, 20, 10. Look at that. That one's coming down slowly. That one's coming down slowly. And we're down. Safe. Completely safe. And you know what we should do? Something I haven't done yet. Since we got nothing on this crew report. Yeah, since we're getting nothing on this crew report, I tell you what we'll do. We will actually, as that comes down, that's going to come down over there. We're going to attempt this. We're going to go EVA. Give me an EVA report. There we go. I don't think a spacesuit was entirely necessary to get here, was it? No. No, it wasn't. Right, so I don't know what the controls are on the EVA. That's why I'm not going to... Well, I suppose I could just do that. And fall over, of course. Hang on a minute. I need to... We need to see this. Look at that! Right there. And look at that one there. There's another one right there. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's actually worked the way I wanted it to. Now the only issue is that going to destroy when it lands? That's one issue. Yep, that's gone. Okay. Well, some of it survived, it looks like. Not a massive amount. Could we go to take a look? Is it X to... No. F? No. How do I use the RCS on this thing? I could run over that way. No, let's not do that. Let's not mess around with RCS or anything because we don't actually know how to. Now, we didn't get much on board this, so is it... How do I... Is it F? Is it... I think it was F. Nope, that's just falling over. Nope. Oh, wait. It'd help if I did this. I could just open this service bay. Let's reset that and collect data. Now, observe. Can only be externally controlled by a scientist. Okay, well, you can, for now, Jeb, climb? I saw a climb option. Come on, face the right way. I saw... There it is. How do you do that? How do you do that? Close that. We could get Bill out here if we really wanted to. There we go. Climb. Oh. No. Okay, so it doesn't want to climb. Maybe we need to put an extra ladder here. He doesn't want to climb. What if I jumped and grabbed? There we go. Okay. And B for boarding. Open. Let's observe that mystery goo over here. Oh, we get a little bit more science there. Okay, and we will recover that vessel. That's awesome. Okay, and we earned 9.1 science from that. And we should be able to go to the tracking station, pick up any debris, and that's where we're going to end this episode. In the next one, we're going to go up a lot higher up. Oh, look at that. Yep, we do have the debris. Oh, that's awesome. Can I go and see what's left of it? Let's go see what's left of this debris to end this episode. Actually, it's completely intact. It's actually completely intact. Where's the other one? The other one's 4 kilometers over that way. How do I... I've forgotten how to take control of... Okay, well, let's go to the Space Center and recover both of these. So, the one that didn't survive... Yeah, the one of them didn't survive. So we need to work out why that one didn't survive. I may have deployed the parachutes a little bit to yeah, I may have deployed the parachute too quickly. I have a feeling that was the case. Oh, sorry, too late. But anyway, we've recovered that. Let's go over to the, not the astronaut complex. Oh, there's loads of astronauts, but we're just going to finish this off by going to R&D. We have 68 science, and we can... Ooh. This is big. This is big for us. Alright, I feel like this is the one we need to get first, then we're going to get that one. Although we have more science stuff. No, I'll take this. Let's take this because we've got these over here, which is going to be important for us, I feel. Yeah, I feel that might be important for us. So let's grab that. And let's purchase all those parts. Fantastic. We'll go over here. Let's go to mission control, see what's still active. Yep, we've got the hammer. Hammer one's still active. Nothing else seems to be active, so we could take another one. How does that hammer one work out? Not very fast. Okay, so we're not going very fast on that hammer one. I feel like escaping the atmosphere is about to become pretty doable. I have a feeling within 2 episodes that's going to be doable. But we might start looking at space planes. So we're not going to take anything quite just yet. What I am going to do is I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Kerbal Space Program. What's that? Oh, we've performed an EVA test at home. Fantastic. We can probably get a lot of science from just doing EVA around here, to be honest, which I might do. I might actually do that off camera. Like I said, leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. If you're watching this on Twitch, please thumbs up and a follow. And do support me on Patreon. Link to that is in the description box below. Your support would be massively appreciated. If you can do so, I would massively appreciate that. It would really help me out. That's about it. And I think I will see you next time in Kerbal Space Program.